this ever since I've been given the permission to do it. And let me tell you something. I need to do it. So what are we doing today, you may ask? Well, as my camera... Come on, come back over here. There we go. As you may notice, I am in Minecraft. Shocking, I know. But we're on the realm of Blackstone Ridge, and Gordon is working in the entertainment district. He's not right now, but he is currently offline as we speak. He actually just went to bed. Thank you. Anyway, he just went to bed. He's working on the more, how do I say it? He's working on the fast food side of things. So KFC, McDonald's, I've equipped it with the sign and the bucket. Domino's. We also did have a very rare spawn happen when he was building this, which is why this guy's been called the Super Domino's employee. We actually found this guy in the building, and he has got enchanted chest plate, boots, and pants. I don't know about the helmet. I'd have to look on him. No, okay. So he's only got the chest plate, pants, and boots is enchanted, but the helmet not. But, yeah. We found him. He's pretty rare. McDonald's, obviously, KFC. He's currently working. When tomorrow, he'll probably be working on the rest of Wingstop. And obviously, I've worked on most of the main area here. I've worked on most of this and that and that. And me and Maddie yesterday started a castle. I built up the walls and all the smaller buildings and crop fields around it, along with the horse pen in the back. And Maddie built this section with this and this. And today, we will be doing something that is very helpful to us. And that is ripping down Maddie's old house and replacing it with a medieval church. Now, this island and this is kind of the same kind of vibe. Gordon's is more modern, stuff. He's going to be building a restaurant every day, so Wingstop's going to get finished tomorrow, and then he'll do a random one. But yeah. I just finished about the past 5 minutes burning this place down before I started. I still got stuff to remove here. But I would like to get rid of this and make it into a nice church, honestly. Something that would really match the vibe around here. Unfortunately, we do have a graveyard. Before, our gravestones were currently just, they were right here. And, I moved it over here. So, unfortunately, Rupert was our first pink sheep encounter that we saw. He lost his, very tragic life to a creeper. It was bad, man. It was really bad. And the second death was a zombie villager, which was killed by yours truly, by complete accident, actually. Turns out Rupert died right here on these very grounds before the enchanting area got built. I love this place, by the way. This place is awesome. Rupert would have died probably right about here. This is probably where he died. And the zombie villager died here in the mine shaft. Unfortunately, we were doing a raid, and I got distracted and thought that this was a really bad mob, and I accidentally killed him because we were going to cure him, and we just didn't. Why is this open? Close up the bunker. So, yeah. That went great. But now today I want to spend some time with you guys, talk a little, and well, break the rest of this down and start building ourselves a church, because why not? It'll look pretty good. So much shit. By the way, this world is modded, so there are plenty of blocks and stuff for us to mess around with, and tomorrow I'm actually gonna use some different mobs, or not mobs, some mods in order to I guess kind of even it out a little bit, because with Gordon doing all these restaurants, I kind of want to see like chairs and stuff and stools and all that added in. So I'm probably gonna throw a furniture mod in here eventually, which will probably wind up being tomorrow. And from what you guys probably already saw, this will be a 5-season thing. So, did he seriously put an ender chest down here? Yep. Alrighty then. Yeah, I think I've done most of the building around here, but Gordon's starting to catch up with these fast food district stuff, so. Which makes me happy. It's nice to see him build, honestly. It really is. Alright, so let's get this started, and let's... I've got a diaphragm here of what I kind of want to go for with the vibe. Because I've kind of got an idea. So, what I'm thinking is, because we wanted to be a medieval style, we wanted to match the aesthetics of what we've got going. So, you know, we've got stone bricks, and we've got deep slate bricks. We've got stuff that matches that medieval theme. So what I want to do is bring that into the medieval world of, like, a church. So something with a little bit of cobblestone, some, you know, dark oak, maybe some spruce, maybe, torches, lanterns, I mean, hell, you name it. So I think we should get started here. I do believe that the ground is pretty much patched up for us, besides a few small spots here, so we'll fill these in really quickly. And by the way, if you guys were wondering, yes. There was a lot of ice today. Holy cow, was there a lot of ice. Alright, so I'll worry about the rest of everything else in a second. So let's see what we gotta do here first. Because this stuff can usually be pretty crazy, so I want to get dimensions and stuff right first, and I want to make it small as possible so that way we have more room. I think we'll start right here. Honestly, I think we'll do it right here. Alright, let's get some wool here. Yeah, as you guys can see, there's a lot of wasps. Where is the wool at? Jesus. Alright, so... Alright, so we want it to be 13, 7, 9, and then 5 and 4. Alright. So let's do it with the front first. Which I believe is 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So something like this. I believe, yeah. Alright, so something like that, to where it's 7 blocks. So that's 8 at the moment, so that's 7, okay. Need some grass here. Alright, so I'm just following the picture, the diagram that I've got here. Alright, so this is technically supposed to be 13 long, but it's counting the corner as well, so we just want to make sure that we, you know, don't go too far off from that. The rest of the inside of this, though, is all gray wool, because this is just for the layout. And I believe it's the same thing on each side, so... yeah. Alright, so this is gray wool. This is gray wool, dark gray wool, my apologies. Is it? Does it? Okay, no. This is gray wool. This is light gray wool. Okay. I I swear to God, they used to call it dark gray, but maybe I'm tweaking. I don't know. Okay, and then he's all right. So he pulled out black wool as well for this um for this build. So black and need some white and lime green, which is interesting because everything's labeled for a different thing. So first off, we want to get this and this in here, and then that and that. And I believe it is right here, I believe, isn't it? No. No, there's 3 blocks separating, so it's right here. Because this is going to be light gray, and that is going to be white. That is lime. And these two here are also white, along with these ones right here in the back. And then light gray, and this one is a dark gray, along with this one over here in this corner as well. Oh, wait. My bad. How the fuck did they do that? Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Okay. My apologies, guys. Hold up, my ass was tweaking. Hold up. Okay, now we put the gray one here. There we go. Okay, and then black wool, black wool. Okay. So this is the diagram that it shows here. So if you guys want to, follow along with me, y'all can. If you guys want to, that's just the way that you lay it out. 13 technically on the top, 5 blocks across over here, 7 blocks over here, and then 9 blocks at the bottom, and then the 4 blocks for the door. Now I think about this, we might not need this pathway. We could actually extend it down that way. So I'm gonna label off the pathway here because that's where the door's at. So I'm gonna follow where the door's at. And yes, guys, I kid you not, this is literally how I just remove pathways and put them back on. Sometimes I do just need a good tutorial every once in a while, because I actually follow off tutorials a lot to where it kind of improves and helps my building. Honestly, it's something that y'all should do, in my personal opinion. You guys should definitely go and check out tutorial videos, because you can learn so many weird and unique, crazy building things that you can do with blocks that you just didn't think about using before. Like, one of the biggest things that I never thought about using before when I first watched another tutorial video was this. I mean, this is so cool. This is a great design for a roof. And then I got more into this detailing of, like, just giving it depth, like really spreading it out with the pallets and block pallets. It's what I did with most of the wall over here. You guys can notice that it kind of switches out between all these different blocks. And, it's like that with every other house around here, too. So it's got all this depth to it, and it's got really good detail to it. And that's what you really want within builds sometimes. You really just want that depth to it, because it just makes it look nicer. Alright, so let's get started on this. Let's see what we need here. Alright, so we're going to need to start placing a 4-block pillar here. So this is going to be interesting here. Alright, so this is right on the corner. So let's grab our 4 blocks that we need here for our stone bricks. Now, obviously, I'm going to grab a little bit more than what this guy's grabbing, because I like doing it in depth. I like having this stuff where it's in depth. So this is right here on this corner. And we'll put a crack here at the top. Alright, and I believe it's like this for every other column. Okay, so this is where... Alright, here's how we're gonna do this. Now, you don't want it to be the same each time. All right, you guys want to switch it up every once in a while. You really do. Because if you don't, then it's just going to look weird. So kind of like that, how I accidentally just did that twice. You don't want it to look like that. So let's do something like this, just to keep that one clean. Then do something like that. So each time you do that, it really does just add some depth to it. And depth is something that is really helpful in the long run. Because it kind of gives it that aged look. You know, sometimes when the Copper Drop update came out, and which I believe was the Caves and Cliffs Part 2, I believe. If not, it was Part 1. Either way, there was copper in that update. But what I liked about it is the fact that over time, if you left it as just normal copper, it oxidized, which people who own copper roofs or stuff like that, you actually do get to see it age over time. Hell, look at the Statue of Liberty. Before it was evergreen, it actually used to be copper. It used to be that shiny metal copper. Now it's just green because this is oxidized over so much time. I mean, stuff like that is just special in Minecraft. You want it to look like it's been aged. Or if you want it to look brand spanking new, hell, slap some clean bricks on that sucker. It looks brand spanking new. That is what you guys want for that kind of stuff. You want that depth like that, because depth like that just adds so much more to Minecraft. And it really makes the build stand out and makes it look really good. Especially if you're trying to compare it alongside of other buildings. Alright, so it looks like here he went ahead and did this, so we're going to have to kind of switch up our block palette here just a little. So I'm going to go ahead and try and do it like this. Alright. And then I'll add a cracked brick down here. Yeah, that works, that works. I like that. Alright, so this is the detailing for the windows. Interesting, okay. Interesting. Okay. So what we've got going on here is that he's got stairs now, so we'll pull out some of our mossy stone stairs and these stairs. And basically what he's got going... Get out of here, fisherman. Alright, so he's got something like this going. And then he's got stone bricks sitting here. But on top, he's also got stuff. So let me see what he's got going on top. Alright, so on top, he's got more blocks. So... But he's also got stuff in between here as well. Alright, that looks good. That looks good. Honestly, kind of looks like we're making a stronghold right now. It's actually kind of funny. So let's see what else he does here. Ooh, okay. Hold up. I like that. Alright, that's a cool design, actually. Hold on. That's actually a really cool design. Now, I'm debating here. Do I do something like that? Yeah, okay. I'll do something like that. And then we'll grab some of the mossy cobblestone walls and the stone walls. And, okay, so basically what he does here is that he places cobblestone here, and because we're trying to make it, you know, age as well, it works really well with this kind of build. Actually, you know what? We could probably do that one, both mosses. Yeah, that works. I think that looks good. That looks good. I like that. Because right now on his screen, it's pure gray. This adds color to it, adds depth to it. And that's what I like. I like depth. That brings it to life, in my opinion. It just looks really, really good. And I like it like that. Just saying. I like it like that. So let's see what else he does here. Alright, so now he's adding in the windows. And he is using blue stained windows. Now, I want to use gray because I like gray, so... And I wonder if you'll wind up doing the same thing on the other side as well. Yes, okay, so you just repeat the second side over here. So this basically is repeated on the same side, so... Alright, so there's that. And then we got our stairs. And then we got our slabs. Alright, and now we just need our windows. Alright, looking good so far. Not bad, not bad. This is looking really good so far. I like this. Alright, so let's see what else we gotta do here. And it kind of gives me an idea of like what else I want to do in the future if I do decide to take a build on my own and just kind of go ham with it. Alright, so this is the side of it. So we're gonna want to do the side here. So or what we consider the front, and we want to do the side here. Alright, so first things first here. Let the camera catch up. First things first is that we want to kind of do it the same way we've been doing it with this side. So we'll throw that there and one there. Some clean ones in there, then we'll throw some cracked ones up in there. Alright, so next up after that, he does... Alright, the stairs. Wall pillars, right? Glass. Stone, right? Ooh, okay, okay. Alright. So now this is where he starts changing stuff up here. And this is where I start to like stuff like this. So what he does is that he takes from down here and does that. But he then does the pillars. This fisherman has rudely gotten in my way. Alright, and basically what he's done now is that he's thrown in the windows already. Dude, you are in a really bad spot. Get the fuck out of my way. Alright, so he's done that. And he did not actually put that there. He actually put a stone wall here. Which will take out our depth, of course, and we'll match it alongside with it. And then he basically closed off the top as is, so we'll throw in some cracked stone and some moss and all that. There's too much crack there, so we'll throw a fresh brick there. Alright, now he's got spruce, which is pretty normal for our kind of builds. You know, we've already got quite a bit of spruce around here. Alright, and then he adds stuff like this. Alright, and then in between that, he adds more spruce, but this is slabs this time. So we're gonna do bam, 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 and I believe he does it off the side, or no, he does not. He does not go off the side. So like this, alright. Alright, looks like we're moving. Alright, now we're moving on to the roof. Alright. So I kind of got an idea of what he's doing here. Alright, so he's got it to where it's right here, so. Alright, so he's got it like this, and then he said make sure it's 3 blocks apart, so 1, 2, 3, and then we go here. Let's actually change this up a little bit, so that way it's not looking all the same. So then he's got it like that. And then I'm assuming we'll have one right about here as well. So something like that. That works. I like that. Yes, okay, I was right. Okay, he does do it 3 times. Alright. Alright, next he's got spruce stairs. Alright, so I'm gonna follow this part because this is pretty interesting to me. Because not often I see many people do this with roofs. So what he's done is he's taken from right here. He did this, placed that, and then did that, and then that. And then he went up again. Let's see what else he does here. Stair. That. Is the middle going to be stone? Okay. Alright, so once he gets to here, he does something like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this now. There we go. Alright. Look good, look good. It's slowly coming together. Ooh, okay, okay, so he's done that. Alright, I like that, I like that. Alright, so he took this on the top here and decided to throw in some extra ones here. And then right in between, he went ahead and put in the cobblestone slab, so I'm gonna keep that one there like that. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Alright, right. Now, next he filled in the rest of the roof. Alright. Okay, so next, this is a glass window, so we're going to take our glass and fill it in. There we go. Okay, and then next he went opposite of this, as I accidentally throw these out. He went opposite of this here, and then filled this in. Was this like that? Alright, next up he brought in the stairs again, which went here on this corners. Oh. Alright, so now we're on to the tower section. Ooh, okay. So we need andesite. Where's the smooth stuff at? Where's the block? I mean, I see the stair in that, but where's the whole block? There it is. So this is here on this corner. Yet again, I've thrown it out again. Alright, so he started like this and then went up. And he said he went up 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then one more. Okay. And I believe he does that on both sides. Yes, he does. He does quite do that on both sides. Alright, so should look like this. Should be 8 blocks up, and then you should be good. Interesting. Okay. So then he takes 2 andesite blocks and places them here, which I believe is for the rest of the tower. And then he adds some slabs, stone brick, on each side. Also, why don't they make cracked slabs and all that? Like, why isn't that a thing? Alright, now he's taking full cobblestone blocks. Yeah, does anyone else here miss the old mossy cobblestone texture? I'm not the only one, right? Right? Alright, so I think it went something like this. No, okay, hold on. Hold on. Get rid of these two back there. Alright, next it looks like he's placing stair bricks, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. Mossy on each side, like that. Oh. Oh, now he puts them back. Okay, my bad. Alright, you are supposed to put stuff here. Hold on. I forgot if I had this mossy or not. I think I did. Okay, so right here, as I accidentally throw yet again another one. We're just gonna do this really quickly. So that went like that. That went like that. And then I believe that there was a window put here, and there was a spruce door slapped on the front of this thing. There we go. And yes, that was a window. Okay. Ooh, I like that. Hold up. He actually is kind of locked in right there. Hold up. I never thought of doing it that way. So what he did is that he removed these side blocks here, and what happens is that once the walls connect with each other with the window, they actually form a perfect wall, keeping that depth in the build. So I like that. I like that a lot. Let's just go ahead and spread the rest here with some mossy cobblestone really quickly. Yeah, that works. Alright, this one's a little weird. So he's got it here. And up. Cross like this. Down. And right here. Okay. Okay, I see it now. Never mind. I see it. I see you. That makes sense. Alright. Alright, that makes more sense. Okay. That looks better. Alright, this is for the front of the church. Alright. This is pretty self-explanatory. So that, all the way up. And then he's got a window here. And here. And he's got one block in between here. I don't know if he's gonna do the wall thing again, though. There we go. That looks better. Alright. Let's see what else we got going on here. Alright, windows, windows. Will he do the wall thing again? Yes, he will. Okay, he does do the wall thing again. There we go. Right, next up he's got two pillars here, which are 3 blocks tall on the sides. How the fuck did I do that? I swear to God I had the wall in my hand, but I guess I didn't. Alright, so this is basically the same thing that was on the front, just a little different. So stair here, guys, stair here, stair there, and stair there. And then it stairs up here and then curves, and it looks like this. And now we have some decoration here, which requires some leaves. There we go. Okay, then you basically just repeat what's on the other side. Let's grab our cobblestone really quickly. Alright, so when you're done, it should look like something like this. Almost like this. Again, I did it fucking again. There we go. Alright, so that's what it's supposed to look like. Plus the leaves. Don't forget the leaves. And let's go ahead and fill in these corners here with that. Fill that in too. There we go. Alright, looking good, looking good. Alright, this is for the bell, so immediately that's screaming my name that we need a bell. By the way, you guys should hit the bell and never miss another one of our videos. Funny how that stuff works, ain't it? Alright, let's see what we got going here. Alright, so first things first, we're back to using bricks, so let's go ahead and get these out. And first thing he does that I notice is that he does a brick for each corner, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And then he goes up just a little bit. Nope, not the bell yet. There we go. Alright, so something like that. So he goes up 3 each time. Alright. Next up, we got cobblestone walls coming back in, so let's go ahead and just do this. Again, why did I do that? Oh, my bad. All right. Too tall. Too tall. Not three. Not three. Again, I said that's what again. All right, there we go. All right, now what do we got? All right, now we got stone bricks here again for the stairs. So it's probably gonna be like this on each side. Something like that. Yep. All right, so it's basically the same on each side for there. Alright, next he's got his cobblestone slabs, so let's get these in here. We'll just make those polar opposites. Alright, the top is completely coated off with brick, so he did something with this. Alright, so something like that. Alright, next he has there's chain, which is for bells, so let's grab that. Yeah, and I think I will use the waxed copper chain, because they look a little bit more rustic. Question is, how many times did he go down with that sucker? Only one? Only one? Wow, okay. And then we grab our big shiny, totally out in the open bill. Yeah, that works. Alright, so there's that, and then I'm assuming we're probably going to put a roof on top of this. Alright, RIP stone. There we go. Alright. Now we're onto the roof. Which looks like all we need for this is that. Yeah. And the fences. Let's grab those. Alright. Let's see what we gotta do here. Alright, well, the first part's pretty simple. We just gotta lay it down like this. Alright. Alright. See, this is where I start liking this stuff, because I get to learn a little bit more about stairs. I suck with stairs. I like this. Alright, next bit. Alright, so the next bit is taking this on top. Doing that. Alright, then on each side, he extends it out and then puts one on it. Alright, so just like that. Alright, then next he fills in the top here with the 9, so there we go. Alright, and then he doubles down on it and goes one more time. Here we go. And then he almost triples down on it, but he leaves the four corners to be untouched. And then he goes up 2 more times. Alright. Our stairs play a pretty simple role here. That's literally all they do. So hey, if you guys ever wanted to make a cone in Minecraft, there you go. Everything else is good. It's all good. Alright, then between in these sections here, there are fence gates, or not fence gates, fence posts. They go up like this. There we go. And I'm assuming we'll probably have one right at the tippy top. Because it's usually kind of how that stuff goes. But we shall see. Nailed it. Alright, let's see how this looks. Yeah, I think that looks good. I love that. That looks good. Alright, now we gotta do interior. First things first, we have to remove all this. We can keep the wool down there since we're not really gonna see it. So. This is more for the focus of the floor, not the wool. The whole interior is red carpet. Alright. I want to see what I got here block-wise, because I know I have red carpet, but I also have stuff like this that could look a lot better. Let's see what we got. I think there's a vertical version of that one. Hold on. I know they look the same, but... Oh no, okay, different design, different design. Honestly? Yeah, I guess we'll stick with Red Wolf for this one. Nothing seems to be clicking as good. But you always have to check, you always. Especially if you have mods in here, definitely look. Alright, so the whole floor is nothing but... Video is not sponsored by Mountain Dew, but I do encourage you guys, go get this. This shit is fire. Baja Kebab Citrus. Good God, it is beautiful. Alright, so he fills in the inside, right? Alright, next he got this. And it looks like he's gonna pull out something. Possibly a slab, maybe? Yes, yes he does. Alright, so he comes over here. Bam, bam, bam. Alright, next up he has a flower pot and... Well, actually, it just has 2 flower pots on each side, but I'm going to update it just a little bit and throw some candles in there because I like candles. They add a nice, vibrant difference to the build. Alright, so we need a flower. What kind of flower are we gonna put in here? Since it's medieval times, put a wither rose in there. I think that'd be kind of cool. Oh, hey, we have other flowers in here too. I didn't know that. That's cool. Hold on. Alright, so we'll put that there. Wither rose there. And candles right there. That works. Next up is pretty much the most knowledge in any church, which is the, of course, of stairs, which are now seats. I think it's only 2. Yes, it is only 2. Alright, next up we've got those which I just accidentally threw on the floor, which will go here like this. And then he grabbed a lector, which should be right here. And we need a book and quill, which is down here. There we go. And 2 wooden pressure plates, my bad. There we go. Alright, the next he puts trapdoors behind the chairs. It's like I like the book holders that they have. I'm gonna do something different, and I am going to do it with the shelves, because those actually hold stuff, so I think that would work a lot better. That, and it gives it more detail. Yeah, that works. I like that. Alright, next up we actually bring back our stone and mossy stone. For that. Alright, now I know that they call for torches during this segment, but I think it would work a lot better with there being lanterns up here between the columns like this. I feel like it's got that different kind of vibe to it. Yeah, that works. I like that. Now I do want to do one other thing, which is pretty much important in every church. There's always one in them. There's usually a cross. The closest thing we have to that is the Totem of Undying, which technically, yeah, I guess that is technically a cross. So we'll put that there. And we'll put another one here, just when you exit the door. There we go. Ooh, okay, hold on. He actually added chains to drag him down just a little. The only difference is that he put his chain here. Alright, I like that. That works out a lot better. There we go. Yeah, alright, I like that. I like that. That works. That works for me. And we'll put one here too. There we go. Alright. Well, guys, besides the path, that's about it. Let's get a path going here. Yes, eventually I will update this path. I know right now it looks absolutely dog crap. But I just try and make it as random as possible, just so that way it looks like it's natural. I mean... all we need to do now is just replace this with a bunch of this, and I think we'll be good to go. Notice I'm only getting rid of the section that's around the church, not anything past that at the moment. That looks better. Now we just need to do one more thing, which is the most obvious, which I've kind of have almost all the items for. I just need one more thing, which is the addition of... there it is, our polished tough wall. So let's get this going. Let's get one here. Huh? One there. And then we'll have two heading up here. Because this has usually been the darkest spot of everything. Yes, I do have a planned project for that. That will be in the next video. This section of grass and stuff is usually really dark at night when nighttime does come in this world. So it really does fuck with us, so I definitely want to get this upgraded. And just so you guys know, there are fish below me. Alright, let's... I know I'm like extending out the video like way longer than what it should be, but I'm just... I want to get this down so that way it looks a little nicer. That way the area is more lit up. And eventually I'll make my way over here. Right now, I've not touched this area yet, so we're just going to wait on that one, obviously. Yeah, we can light up the pier a little bit. It's probably long overdue, actually. Been in here for 645 days. Get it right, Vic. Good God. Alright, so... I think I'll put one more here. Honestly, I like it. I think it looks really good. I like that. This is a nice little addition here. Doesn't take up that much room. It looks good. Maybe I could add out like a farm out here or something. And inside, you know, hey, even the inside looks good. I mean, I like it. It looks good. It matches the vibes. So if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe and hit the bell notification, never miss one of our videos. Go check out some older videos, and if you guys enjoyed this video, give us some suggestions of what you guys would like to see. And preferably, give Gordon ideas. Because what Gordon is doing is that he's building a restaurant every day. So each one is going to be new. So he's already done McDonald's, Domino's, KFC, and Wingstop. So lay some fast food comments down in the section below, or any kind of restaurant, drink place. I mean, any. You guys could say Hooters for all I care. Pick something, and we will pick a random one, and we'll see if he can build it. So I think that'd be pretty cool. Other than that, if you guys enjoyed and want to see more of this, leave a like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys all tomorrow in the next Blackstone Ridge video, where we will be dealing with this little plot of land over here. This redstone lamp here, by the way, is just for a lamp that is down below in the bunker, which... Yes, I am a sorting addict. And this is what was making all this noise. Yeah. And that redstone lamp is... right here. Alright, so this is where it's at. It's right above the nether wart farm. Damn, I get some speed after soul speed. Holy cow. Yeah, so this is where this section is, but there will probably be another house put here. If not, I'm thinking about putting like a forge or something here. Something blacksmith-wise. I really want to do something blacksmith-wise. Because we want to kind of grow out the town a little, so... I think it'd be kind of cool. I want to make a wandering trader stop, too. I think that'd be nice, which I think I will wind up saving for over here. There used to be a bee farm here. The original hopper line is still around here somewhere. Should be. Nope. It's in this area. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. The original hopper line used to be here, where the bee farm used to be, where we had a whole bunch of honeycomb and stuff. But it caught on fire because of my magical doing by accident, and I didn't realize how powerful a staff was. And yeah, it kind of got blown up. But hey, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification to miss more videos. Go check out some older videos, and tomorrow we will catch you guys all in the next Minecraft building video. And if you guys want this tutorial video, go ahead and check the links in the description below, and it should be there. So other than that, I will catch you guys all tomorrow in the next Minecraft video. See you guys.